Alright, what's up everybody? We are here for the penultimate episode of Lucifer. This is Season 2, episode number 17, which is titled Sympathy for the Goddess. Please allow me to introduce myself. Yeah, no, anyway, so... What are these final two episodes going to look like? Right? I mean, what's the finale that we're building up towards here? Yeah, it seems like Lucifer's basically ready. Well, he's not exactly ready yet, but obviously the plan is to enact our vengeance upon God, literally, right? And of course, last episode we met God Johnson. I'm almost disappointed in hindsight that it wasn't him, because I thought, again, the moment we saw this dude, I'm like, holy shit, this is him. And then it did turn out in the end that it was all a fluke, and the guy just had one of these pieces of the blade that caused him to have this experience, I guess, or whatever, right? Or to at least have some part of God literally inside of him, but it wasn't actually him. So the mission continues, and Lucifer is all the more convinced that his actual father wouldn't be as compassionate and, you know, as forgiving and, yeah, like, obviously he had a real falling out. And it seems, I mean, you know, again, the way God Johnson at least presented it, it was like, oh, you know, he never actually quite considered what he had done to Lucifer, I guess, right? Which, you know, might there be some truth to that or not? I'm not sure. That's the thing. We are talking about God, right? And Lucifer is the devil. Like you know, normally speaking, you're supposed to be obviously rooting for the good force. So it's, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's funny. I caught myself approaching it in the way that I'm automatically just looking at Lucifer as the guy that I'm rooting for. And, you know, obviously God, like I'm with Lucifer basically, and like wanting to hate him, if that makes sense, or whatever, right? Or wanting to feel like he is the enemy, but then seeing that guy, and, you know, again, you have to like remind yourself, well, no, we're talking about God here. God's supposed to be the good force, right? So I just find that hilarious. But yeah, the question is, what is actual God in the show going to turn out to be, I guess, right? I mean, in all fairness, I don't expect that we're going to be seeing him anytime soon, honestly. Even though, like I said, seems like we're gearing up for an actual fight, though, right? And we're gearing up for them trying to make their way back into heaven. And basically, well, Lucifer, I think, still yeah, I'm not sure, actually, at this point. No, I think Lucifer, what he wants to do is, of course, kick his mother in there, shut the door, right? That's what he basically expressed. But we need one more piece. We need one more piece of the blade, also. Because apparently there's, like, another one that we're missing. It's still not fully, you know, lighting up and stuff. So yeah, guys, is there anything else for me to talk about for now? I don't really think so. I am excited to dive into this new episode and see what this season, you know, how it's going to end, I guess, where it's going to leave us. So if you enjoy my reactions to Lucifer, you can, of course, get early access to the next bunch of episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. Full-length reactions are being posted there too. And you can sign up for free and watch the next episode already right now as well. With that being said, let's dive into Season 2, episode number 17. Yeah, okay. My man's chilling.
Can it wait? I'm busy keeping an eye on our mercurial mother.
No, it's important. I think you might be in danger.
Is she dating somebody else again?
A Nephilim, 1 million mums.
It's Maze. She's angry with you, brother.
Yeah.
What is it, Tuesday already?
No, she knows you're leaving and she doesn't want you to leave, but does she know that Lucifer plans on still coming back?
I think you really need to talk to her.
Right now, we have bigger issues to deal with, like whether or not Mum is wasting our time.
If she doesn't know the truth here, this is not something she will get over with.
Believes her client has found another piece of the flaming sword, so do I.
Oh, such a loyal son. But Mum hasn't adapted to this world as well as you might think.
So that's why we're here.
I think we're gonna make sure...
She seems to be doing just fine.
That's not the money, is it?
Of course not. She wouldn't bring it to the meeting.
Why would you open that thing in the... Oh my god, out in the middle of the public?
She's just showing it to him. I mean, it's not like she's gonna hand it to him before she gets the piece.
Wow.
That's great.
That's a lot of trust right there you're putting into him.
Well, that went well.
Oh, you think so, do you?
Where's the piece then?
He's going to get it right now.
Mum, You just handed him a briefcase full of cash with no proof whatsoever he has what we need.
Yeah, no, he's going to walk away is what he's doing.
He's a client of mine, darling. I don't think he'd be that foolhardy. Well, I'm sure he'll be right back.
I was going to say, watch him get in this car over there.
Huh. See, he didn't con me.
Fair enough.
Instead, he's dead and someone robbed him of what's ours. Much better.
Somebody took the piece before we could. Yo, could this maybe be like Maze in an attempt to not have us go?
If you find the killer, then you'll find our piece of the flaming sword.
So the challenge is making sure we catch the case before some other detective.
But what about...
I may be able to help.
What about what, Amanadiel? Why would someone so conveniently do this now?
Is everything all right here?
Yeah, everything's fine. Maze.
Who's this guy?
We'll be in touch, Dr. Martin. Excuse me?
My guy's confident.
Maze. Oh, my lord.
My guy's not afraid. I'll tell you that much.
Was the chairman of the Ethics Review Board.
Are you okay?
No, no, I am not.
Ethics Review Board? Is she getting fired or something? What have they found out?
A couple of weeks ago, I maybe sort of helped Lucifer break out of a mental institution. Using my own name. It's my fault, really.
No, it is not your fault. It is Lucifer's fault.
Yo, dude, is she losing her whole practice?
I'm gonna fix this, Linda. And then him and I are gonna have a little talk.
No, don't fix him though. Maze, you probably want to go for the carrot rather than the stick. And, you know, you'll know what that means when it comes to Maze.
Yeah, I should get my own desk.
Not happening.
Right next to yours would probably be best.
Definitely not happening. Why are you hovering over me?
I'm not hovering. I'm just spending time with my partner.
If your desk was there, there'd be no room to walk anymore, I think.
Oh, Miss Richards.
Detective Decker, just the woman I was hoping to see.
Huh. I feel the opposite, if you'll excuse me.
Hear me out. A client of mine called. He sounded very worried. I think he might be in terrible danger. He's at a bar downtown. Would you come with me and make sure that he's okay?
That's how she's calling it in now?
Nope.
I'm a homicide cop. I do not go around checking on worried criminals like a nanny,
Well,
Charlotte.
The good news is we already know it's a homicide, but we can't tell you that.
I heard things on the phone.
Exactly. Tell her he screamed through it.
Fingers pointing.
No, stabbing.
You heard fingers pointing.
Very angrily. Yes. Sounded like he was dying or melting.
Melting.
Hard to tell.
I mean, it was pretty hot, I will say that.
He's been dead about an hour.
Oh, impressive guess, detective. I'm assuming from the discoloration.
I love how they played it so smartly, though, with Lucifer already being there and stuff, making sure that they didn't show up together at the very least or whatever, right?
The detective and I have got everything handled now.
This is far too important to leave to just the two of you. I will stick around. We'll get to work together. Won't that be fun?
Yeah, actually, I could do without you.
You're still here, huh?
Well, he was my client. I thought I might be of help to the case.
But if not, we could always get her to shoo along and we can carry on with our business.
I mean, yeah, I bet there's also witnesses, right, that literally saw her talking to him and stuff.
Why does Zeke Moore, manager at an import-export company, have you representing him?
Because I'm the best.
At getting criminals off.
Well, that's not true. I haven't slept with any of my clients.
What?
Yeah, getting them off. Yeah, no, I get it.
Poor Zeke here got shot twice. First in the thigh, bullet winged him, and then another went through his hand, hitting him in the chest.
Oh, wow. I'd almost call that a double collateral.
Trace elements point to cash, cocaine, gunpowder residue indicating weapons, all your basic bad guys.
Nah, I think it's something a little else.
Cell phone. No dust on it, so it hasn't been there long.
Well, Zeke had his phone on him, so this phone could be the killer's. Maybe he dropped it during the fight, or just didn't have time to retrieve it.
Or is the cell phone somehow related to the thing that we need? Can be, though. Maybe.
So our lead on the killer is a pair of boob eyes. It's a great start.
You know, I mean, we're already surrounded by a bunch of pervs, so why can't the criminals be pervs?
What are you doing here?
Ms. Ruiz there is my client.
Well, she's a real piece of work.
Oh, no.
What do you want from me? You seduced me, you betrayed me, now you're back. You have to want something. I just can't figure out what.
Yeah, I thought you wanted friendship as of recently.
And I'll tell you, just somewhere private.
Oh my god.
I'm not having sex with you here.
But I need something to pass the time until we get along.
So that's actually what she's talking about.
All right, whatever this is between us.
Well, it's simple, Daniel Espinosa. I like you.
Boy.
The symbol on the phone we found is the label's logo.
And they choose to publish this music of their own free will.
It's a vanity label. It exists only to make this one guy's music.
Yeah, no, I think Lucifer already said he hated hip-hop, so it won't shock me that he hates this music too.
Bianca's youngest son. Half our billing goes to keep him out of jail.
So Bianca's own son robbed and killed one of her most loyal soldiers?
Makes no sense.
I didn't know he was actually part of the family business.
He's not. Bianca tries to keep him as far away from it all as possible.
Well, there's got to be a reason for that, of course.
And Charlotte, thank you so much for your help. But now that one of your clients is our main suspect, it's best.
Bianca's having a party today. It's the launch of her new tequila. I'm sure Chet will be there, and I'm invited.
Ooh, Charlotte is your ticket in.
You know, Chloe, it would be a good chance for us to go undercover, gather some intel before they even know we're on to them.
Nah, Dan, you really just do want to go on a mission with her now, huh?
The detective and I will go, so thank you so much for your help.
I don't think so. The invitation is under my name.
Yeah.
I will go. Perhaps Detective Espinosa should join me.
That's what I'm saying.
Very well. But I suggest you go shopping. This isn't the kind of place you can attend in pajamas.
This is ridiculous.
Pajamas?
Yeah, I don't know what she's even saying. Those are definitely not pajamas, but I guess it's not exactly party clothing either.
It's absurd. I won't stand for it. I am going to find a way into that party.
Do you always whine like this? I don't know how she puts up with it.
Yeah, talking to the wrong doctor right now.
Suspended because of you. Now you're gonna fix it. Lucifer, now!
But I suppose they can handle things without me for the time being.
They can.
What's the plan?
And Maze is not wrong to call him out on this right now. You know, this is what Lucifer should be doing. He owes that to Linda.
They took off a couple hours ago.
Why would they bother to let me know? I mean, with a brother like Lucifer, I really should be used to this, right?
Hey, what are you doing right now?
Okay, a little bit of bonding.
Have you seen my +1? She's a tired-looking blonde, probably dressed in something freshly plucked from the floor. Hmm?
Dressed in pajamas. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I guess she took her advice to heart. Damn, she even did something to her face.
Let's get this pajama party started.
Yeah, you can tell Charlotte is a little... She's impressed. She's a little proud, actually. I think she's going to gain some respect in this episode for Chloe.
There's Chet. I'll go talk to him.
You know what? That's wise. You seem more his type than me, and you're not particularly...
Yeah.
Help what?
Well, in seducing him, of course.
I'm not gonna seduce him, Charlotte.
Not with that posture, you're not.
Why'd you come dressed like this in that case?
Maybe it's not as easy to get to as I thought.
Why would an overprotective mother bring her murderous son to a tequila-fueled party?
If her son killed Zeke, she has no idea.
Yeah. What?
Okay. Got an idea.
What are we doing?
Linda Martin is an amazing therapist and an incredible woman. You can't do this to her.
Well, I'm afraid that she brought this on herself.
Yo, this guy is absolutely relentless. I mean, I guess you gotta be when you're, like, at the head of some board like this or whatever, right? But... And I'm actually a little surprised that, like, oh, this is how we're just getting Linda back in a position, putting in the good word.
Well, how about proof of all the good she's done? Like this guy, Lucifer Morningstar.
That's quite flattering.
The worst patient anyone could ask for. He is a backstabbing.
The doctor has seen a side to me that I hide because it's, well, terrifying. But she accepted me nonetheless, and she's helped me through issues that I thought insurmountable.
Yeah, I mean, you could also just show that side to get this guy to, you know, fall under the pressure, because you damn sure know he will. Anybody does.
Well, she's generous. As a therapist, as a lover, a friend.
Wait,
Lover.
you slept with your therapist.
Oh my god, my guy, you just... I was about to say show him a different fucking side. You're gonna have to deploy a different strategy here, but this ain't it.
Only in the beginning. Then she decided that I shouldn't pay for therapy with sex. So such strong morals, don't you think?
Let's go.
No, she saved my life.
I guess that was a brief moment of a minute where she actively resisted. Well, in all fairness, it was her that basically ended things in that regard, right? So, you know, I guess that counts for something.
So glad you can make it. How are the children?
They're angels. Speaking of children.
What did Chet do now?
It's also on the nose, dude. They're angels. Yeah, they are angels.
The police suspect him of killing Zeke Moore.
That's impossible.
I have it from a very good source.
I'll get to the bottom of it.
You know why that might be impossible? Because she might have done it.
What did you do?
What could I do? You won't let me drink. My bank account's pretty low
Zeke
lately.
Moore, what did you do?
You're welcome.
You don't work for me.
Yeah, but I should. Look what I can do.
Oh, she is confronting him, though, and the man is saying that he did something.
I found out that Zeke was building up his own business, smuggling up rare artifacts on the side.
And I was making 30%.
Ooh.
Well, I would have known that if you were just giving me...
How do the police know it was you?
Ooh, he didn't know that detail. Wait, so are we really saying he did it?
What was on your phone? Let's go somewhere quiet.
Boob eyes.
I was just trying to learn how the financial part worked, Ma. You know, prove to you I could be a part
So
of it.
you saved it on your phone, which the police now have.
Won't be a problem.
What do you think you're gonna do, my guy? Remove evidence? Not happening.
Hello?
Oh no.
Come on, man. You promised me you wouldn't laugh. I went through a lot this last year.
Man's struggling though. Yeah, no, we know he did like doing that.
Well, it took stepping outside of myself to figure out who I really was. I stopped defining myself by other people. Chloe and Lucifer.
Yeah, who are you though, Dan? I will say that with Dan this season, it's not so clear to me what direction he's headed in. You know what I mean? Like, what's his purpose even at this point? Seems like he's just been mostly focused on work, although that might have been him all this time already.
I just noticed that you and Lucifer had a weird relationship with Charlotte Richards. I just thought maybe you guys...
No, Dan, we are not competing over Charlotte. Trust me. At least not in the way you think.
Competing over mother's love, maybe.
Oh, man. They couldn't crack the passcode. But for what it's worth, I like you a hell of a lot more than I like your brother.
So we're not even going to find out what's on the phone? Oh, dude.
I know everyone here except you.
Yeah, that fool on calling security on her now.
I love your son's music. Hi, Chet. Chet, you're
Smart
so
play.
good.
Smart play.
Nobody actually listens to that stuff.
Oh, I listen to it. Big time.
Yeah, Chet's just happy to actually meet a fan for once.
That money don't get me. Oh, ain't it funny how you all wanna be the G?
I've heard enough.
I love you more.
Oh boy. Chet's got his very first groupie.
You just made everything worse. So why am I surprised? Just leave, since that's been your plan all along anyway.
Yeah.
Is that what all this has been about?
Yeah, no, I mean, not really. Not really. I'm sure Maze does care for Linda, of course, right? But it's also about taking it out on Lucifer and making him pay for something. At least having him, you know, make amends. Also for her a bit. She needs to see that from him.
You should have told me.
Well, if you understood the full picture... Oh! Stop hitting me!
Can it even hurt you, though?
I'd like to, but you have a tendency to get emotional about things. Case in point!
So I needed to be controlled upon in some plan of yours?
No, I wouldn't put it like that.
Of course you wouldn't, because that would actually require you understanding how you affect people.
Yeah.
You seem to be the one doing the hurting at the moment.
You don't care about anyone other than yourself, unless they can be of use to you. Sound familiar?
Tread very carefully, Mace.
Well, that's like, yeah, I guess that's kind of how he'd been describing his mom, and I guess his dad maybe also.
You're just like your parents.
Yep. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Damn. Oh. Yo, what a transition. Jesus Christ. And they got their first punch and suddenly showing them bleeding all across their bodies.
You're gonna catch your breath.
Yeah, you can catch your breath. And then I'll get back to kicking your ass.
I had no idea that you were this mad at me.
You were gonna leave me.
I would never do that.
told Amenadiel and your mom that you were going with them to heaven.
He is telling them that, but there's a different part of that plan that they don't know about.
All what I was gonna do when I got there.
You're playing your own angle.
Mm-hmm. There we go. You're figuring it out.
Because you needed me to be angry with you. So you could sell your story.
Exactly.
That actually makes sense. Yeah, I hadn't even considered that part, but that makes sense too.
All this was for nothing.
Lucifer, that's even worse.
Why though? Because you feel guilty now about beating him up, or because you still feel like you should have been honest either way?
And it's an older phone with just a 4-digit code.
So what? We just keep trying till we get in? How long will that take?
Only 10,000 options. Well, actually 9,996 now. I took a couple stabs.
Well, ain't there security measures to make sure that you can't continuously try?
I would say maybe a month.
Well, we can't arrest him until we know what's on that phone.
Okay.
Let's try and come up with number combinations that might be meaningful to him. Right? Let's go.
I mean, number combinations that might be meaningful to him. Like, dude, it might as well be his bank, you know, like PIN or whatever, right? It could be something completely random.
Comes to your case, I fear I may have complicated things.
Lucifer told him you used to screw, among other things.
Huh? Oh.
Oh.
Maze is pissed at you because you used her.
Yeah.
But for the greater good of our debauchery here in LA.
Did you even once think of how this affected her?
Of course I did.
I mean, now she was kind of a pawn in your plan. That's the thing.
She thought you abandoned her, that you didn't care how that affected her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, those sort of things never bothered her.
Yeah, no, they're bothering her now. See, maybe, but are we saying that she's, I mean, she's also changed, right? Like, she didn't used to be like this, though, I think.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I should have realized.
Wow. Like a married couple.
So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to find a very stiff martini.
Nah. There's still gotta be a plan B or C or D or E. Like, we just go up to the guy, show him the devil's face. Like, that should be all that it should take. Or like I said, Maze offers the carrot.
My son robbed and killed Zeke, as you know. But then he showed me what Zeke was smuggling. And for whom.
Here we go.
And I think it's very important to you, isn't it?
So what, she's got the pieces, what you saying?
I'll give it to you if you get my son's phone from the police.
That's not possible.
Just watch, though. Just watch how it's not the thing that we're actually looking for.
We haven't really had the chance to meet.
I've been looking forward to a formal, hey, yeah.
I see you're still working on the phone.
Yeah, that's one way to counter it.
I know. You are waiting around for my boy Dan.
Caught me red-handed.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah, she was worried for something else.
so, for now, benefit of the doubt. But if you ever hurt Dan again, I'll have someone break your legs. Can you watch the phone?
Sure.
Start talking.
Yeah, you're not leaving with the phone, unfortunately.
Ah!
What happened?
Oops, I did it again. Is he playing that because for the so many time he's hurt somebody? He didn't consider their feelings?
You know why you were so disgusted when I suggested you two had slept together. Why you act so weird around her in general.
She really told you. What did she tell you?
That she's your father's ex.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a way of selling it, I guess. Yeah, fair.
I just cannot imagine raising kids with someone like that.
Sympathy for the goddess, detective.
I caught Charlotte trying to steal evidence for Bianca Ruiz.
What?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Bianca figured out that Charlotte and I were working together at the Sting.
It is interesting how she's not informed anybody about that, because why would she not tell Lucifer about that? Maybe she was still going to.
Well, I mean, I know I'm biased, but one thing's for certain, Detective. Charlotte Richards will stop at nothing to protect her children. You can trust that.
Mm-hmm. He would know.
As promised.
Make sure it's real.
Now, what are we getting in return?
I can't even count the times that Chet has come close to destroying everything I built.
Children always find new ways to test us.
She's talking about a man.
we go. Got the signal. Why? Why did you... Oh, you don't want them to hear.
No, Charlotte Richards is either screwing us over or she's in trouble. Guys, get ready to go in, and she better be in trouble.
Well, no, obviously she's just wanting to keep that piece for herself. And for you not to find out.
This opens a safety deposit box. Inside you'll find what Zeke was smuggling for you.
This isn't what we agreed to. How do I know you'll hold up your end of the deal?
Because I always do. And quite honestly, I don't see why you put so much value in it.
I mean, in all fairness, if she handed it over, you'd have it on you. And so they could probably still figure out. I don't know, swallow that key, though.
Charlotte will no longer be representing you.
You're making a terrible mistake.
Oh, shit. She's got a connections, though. Yeah, you may be... Well, I mean, you are Charlotte. I will say you are a goddess. So do you have anything to fear? Otherwise, I'd be worried. It is interesting, actually, how for once this episode, the murder case itself was fairly straightforward, right?
Step away. I need to search her.
I don't think that's necessary, Detective.
It's okay, son.
What'd she do with the key? Yeah, she better not have stuck that somewhere else.
I like it.
Seems like we do.
I don't want to know where that key is, though. Ah, there it is. That's better than what I was thinking.
A book? That's what Zeke smuggled for me?
Well, if it were, I would have chosen something funnier like Douglas Adams or Freud.
What book is it?
Well, how is a book supposed to ignite the sword?
Maybe it's an instruction manual.
Yeah, you probably... I mean, it's probably got some kind of verse you gotta read while you're holding it. Oh, dude.
In an ancient language, I can't read.
No, but this is totally needed, though. Look how this thing looks. Of course it's related to the sword.
I can't read it.
But you speak every language.
Speak, not read. I've always found tongues much more useful than books.
Sumerian. Unlike some of us who had everything handed to them, I actually spent my youth studying.
Well, thank you, Amanadiel.
My smart boy. How quickly can you translate?
Competition after all.
I don't have that kind of time.
Mum, why have you got your knickers in such...
Oh, they're gonna find out.
I'm just anxious to see the rest of the family. Please, start translating.
They're gonna find out. You are making it way too obvious now. You were already making it pretty obvious to me, of course, in advance, but...
There's something going on with her.
Or it's just that time of the millennium. What?
Wait, that happens only once a millennium for her?
Excuse me.
Not this time.
What exactly are we doing here, though, Maze? Because I can foresee two different approaches to go about this.
I learned a lot of eye-opening things about her, that's for sure. Like her being Lucifer's stepmom. Had no idea.
Wait a minute. Stepmom? It makes a weird amount of sense, actually.
And I want you to be careful with her. There's something about her I don't trust.
I'm gonna be fine, Chloe.
No. Damn, please take her advice to heart, though.
If you married her, you'd kind of be like Lucifer's dad.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate win. I will say that. What's my man coming in for?
I knew that book couldn't be it.
But it was, though.
Hand it over. I need what Zeke really smuggled. Now.
You are asking for yourself to get killed, I think. Yup.
A knife.
Nope.
We already have it.
Yup. What did I just tell you? Oh, wow. Holy shit, dude. Burned in an instant. So wait, that's what happened to her wrist too? Is that she got stabbed there? Yo, is she gonna have to go like on the run now next episode or something? Cause they're gonna find out about this murder for sure, right? Well, she wasn't staying long anymore anyway, I think. Next episode, I don't know. It's the last one of the season. Something big's gonna happen. Point of no return.
God shattered the flaming sword into 3 distinct pieces. The blade of death,
Azrael,
the medallion of light,
Johnson's belt buckle.
and the key that binds them all together.
The key.
Well, keys don't bind, they unlock. I think someone needs to go back to translation school.
I mean, is the book actually representative of the key, though? Or is the key...
It says that God entrusted the key to his favorite son.
Ooh.
Of course he gave it to you.
Wait, what? We're saying Lucifer's had it the entire time? Does he know that?
What else did you bring with you to Earth, Lucy? Your ring.
Ooh.
I've never seen you without it. Maybe that's the key.
Oh.
Try and attach your ring to this.
Brother.
Just do it, and we'll confirm what we already know.
What? Watch how it's literally got like a spot for it or something, I guess, huh?
Look down.
Oh.
Oh, is that the key around your neck, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah, no, I guess we know who the favorite son was all along now, huh?
He entrusted it to you, brother.
That he did. Wow. You could have figured this out the entire time. Alright guys, anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course you can get early access to the next bunch of episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up for free and watch the next episode already right now. So, I'll see you there.